In a world where everyone seems to follow the same script, grow up, get married, have kids, there's a rising number of people quietly stepping off that path, choosing a different life, and confusing everyone around them in the process. You hear the same questions thrown at them every time. Don't you like kids? Who will take care of you when you're old? You'll change your mind someday. But psychology says the choice to not have children is rarely about disliking kids. It's about understanding yourself deeply enough to know what kind of life you can genuinely handle, nurture, and sustain. For many, this isn't rebellion, it's clarity. These individuals often fall into one of three psychological profiles, starting with the practical planner, the person whose decision comes from logic, responsibility, and an honest assessment of reality. These are the people who look at their finances, their careers, their mental load, and their stability, and they realize that raising a child is more than a cute idea. It's an 18-year commitment of time, attention, money, and emotional fuel. Some are working multiple jobs just to maintain their own survival. For them, choosing not to bring a child into that struggle is not selfish, it's protective. They see parenthood not as something you do because you're supposed to, but as a responsibility you should only accept if you can do it well. Next, there's the anxious realist, the one whose choice comes from a deeper emotional awareness, a sensitivity to the world, and sometimes a history that never fully healed. Some look at climate issues, rising uncertainty, economic instability, political chaos, and say, how can I bring a child into all this? Others look inward. Maybe they grew up in a home filled with trauma, unpredictability, or emotional neglect. Maybe they battled anxiety, depression, or mental health patterns they fear passing on. For them, the thought of repeating generational cycles or exposing a child to the same pain is unbearable. Their decision isn't rooted in fear of responsibility. It's rooted in compassion. They feel that the most loving choice they can make is not to invite someone into a world they themselves found difficult to survive. And finally, there is the fulfillment seeker, the person who understands that their happiest, healthiest, most authentic life does not include parenthood. They value freedom, independence, exploration, creativity, and the ability to shape their life without the limits that come with raising a child. They want to travel spontaneously, build a career without guilt, pour time into their passions, sleep peacefully, live quietly, and grow in ways that parenthood simply doesn't allow. They're not selfish, they're self-aware. They recognize what makes them feel alive, and they choose that path unapologetically. Many people romanticize parenting, but the fulfillment seeker understands that not every life needs the same ingredients to feel meaningful. And that's the truth most people miss. Choosing not to have children isn't about lack. It's about alignment. It's about knowing your emotional bandwidth, your financial reality, your dreams, your wounds, your fears, and your future, and choosing the life that fits you. So the next time someone says, I don't want kids, don't judge them. Don't assume they're cold, confused, or immature. Every person carries a story behind that choice. For some, it's responsibility. For others, healing. For many, freedom. And for most, it's simply the honest recognition that meaning is not found in the same place for everyone. If you love the kind of psychology that explains real people, real decisions, and real minds, subscribe to the Known Sense, because here, we don't judge your choices. We understand your mind.